Sometimes I catch myself imagining space as something empty, a gap, a background where things happen. And then I notice how strange that assumption is. Even emptiness seems to have a texture. Silence isn't nothing, it hums. Darkness isn't absence, it holds. There's a sense, almost instinctive, that whatever this universe is, it didn't spill out randomly into a void. It feels contained, held, as if reality itself needed a boundary before it could begin moving. The Brahmanda Purana seems to arrive right at that intuition. Not loudly, not dramatically. It simply places an image in awareness and lets it sit there, an egg, a closed hole. No beginning visible, no end reachable. Everything folded inward before it opens. I don't know why that image feels so unsettling and so familiar at the same time. Maybe because life itself begins that way. Not exposed, not scattered, but enclosed, protected, gathering momentum quietly before expression. What is interesting is that this egg isn't presented as a physical object floating somewhere in space. It feels more like a condition, a state where differentiation hasn't happened yet, where inside and outside haven't been negotiated, where time hasn't started counting. The universe, in this view, doesn't explode outward first. It listens to itself. It waits, and that waiting feels intentional, not passive. When I sit with this image long enough, it starts to mirror inner experience. Thoughts don't arrive fully formed. Emotions don't appear finished. Even decisions often sit inside us as pressure before they become action. Something gathers, something ripens, and only then does it break open. The Purana doesn't say this directly, but it doesn't need to. The pattern speaks for itself. There is also something quietly radical about imagining the cosmos as enclosed, rather than infinite, in every direction. Infinity usually makes the mind dizzy, but an egg finite, complete, gives the mind somewhere to rest. It suggests that the universe isn't chaotic abundance, but structured emergence, that everything we see, galaxies, time, life, death, is happening inside something, not scattered across nothingness. And then there's the question that naturally arises, though the text never forces it. If the universe is the egg, what is the shell made of? What separates the unmanifest from the manifest? What allows something to be held before it appears? The Purana doesn't rush to answer. It stays with the image, as if knowing too quickly would collapse its power. I notice how often we live without any sense of containment. Thoughts spill endlessly. Identities leak into every situation. We experience ourselves as fragments, moving through an open chaos. But this cosmology suggests the opposite, that existence is deeply ordered. Deeply nested worlds inside worlds. Systems inside systems. Consciousness itself perhaps moving inside layers it doesn't immediately perceive. The more I sit with this, the more the egg stops feeling like a myth and starts feeling like a structural principle. Even modern science, in its own language, speaks of cosmic inflation, of contained beginnings, of observable universes bounded by horizons. Different words, same intuition, something held before it expanded. And yet, what fascinates me most is not how the universe begins, but how awareness fits inside this model. If everything emerges from within the egg, where is the observer standing? Inside it, watching from one corner of its unfolding? Or is awareness something that predates the shell itself? The Parena dosan tesateletis. It lets the tension remain. As the egg opens and creation differentiates, names appear, forces separate, functions arise. But the image of unity never fully disappears. It lingers underneath multiplicity like a memory the universe hasn't forgotten. And maybe that's why we keep sensing wholeness, even while living inside division. That's so my point. Almost without realizing it, attention begins to shift again, from container to contents, from cosmic enclosure to the elements that fill it, from the structure that holds reality to the principles that animate it. What moves first inside the egg? What awakens matter? What gives rise to experience? The Brahm. A Pare seems to pause right there, at the edge of differentiation, and allows another lens to take over. One that doesn't speak in images anymore, but in principles. One that asks not where the universe exists, but how experience itself arises within it. From here, the inquiry naturally leans towards something quieter, more analytical, almost surgical in its clarity. Matter, consciousness, and the strange tension between them. And without announcing the shift, without breaking the mood, the journey seems ready to turn inward once again, away from cosmic images, toward the subtle mechanics of perception itself, toward the question of how awareness and substance recognize each other at all. That's where the next movement waits.